I think one of the more recent quality of life changes, which is brilliant, is no, not the Mr. Beast pack. It's the boss challenge feature. Just be able to face any boss that you would like to go up against. No, not the boss event. So you can go up against Bloonarius, Lich, Vortex when it's available and on any map, Dread Balloon, and Phase, along with any other bosses in the future as well. But today we're going to be looking to get the Ascended Shadow at degree level 100, while also that same Ascended Shadow being the only thing really that is going after the tier 5 Elite Bloonarius. So our startup consists of 2 towers, the 3 Dark Monkey, in which we get, thanks to the Monkey Knowledge point, of being able to get a free Dark Monkey, or there's another one where you can get a free Glue Gunner. But I would rather go with Dark Monkey because it can actually do damage, and we want something that actually does damage. Sorry, Glue Gunner, you're gonna sit back on this one, honestly. We're looking to place down the rare Quincy action figure as soon as possible so that we can get as much value out of it as we can. If you set it too early, obviously you won't get as much value out of it, but if you don't set it at all, then you won't get any value out of it because you've held it on for so long. I think the maximum it can actually go up to is 10 million, which is in the 300s if I imagine correctly. Also, as you can tell, I'm going to try and brave this by not having double cash on, just so that, I don't know, it feels like a bit more relatable towards most people. But for me, I feel like financially I'm just so stripped without it. Place down our first monkey farm on round 13. Yes, 13. It's the earliest at which we can place it down if we were to also consider the Quincy action figure. If we ignored it, then obviously we'll place down the banana farm a bit earlier, but I want this to have as much value, so therefore we ignored the farm in order to place down the figure. You know what I mean, okay? There's only 2 particular powers in which I'm going to be using throughout the run. Number 1 is the banana farmer, and number 2 a tech bot, just so that we don't have to worry about abilities, don't have to worry about constantly hovering over in order to collect the monies, stuff like that. They're gonna come back around, aren't they? I hate regrow yellows. I hate yellow balloons. Not the color, but just the balloon itself, okay? There's a key difference. Round 19, place down our second farm of the day. We're going to be bringing this up to a 202 and then sell it so that we can get ourselves a banana plantation involved. We are threading the needle with this defense we got going on here because it is very minimalistic and it's not going to last forever, especially this pile of spikes at the end of the track, which is also a monkey knowledge point. That's not going to last forever, okay? I do want to actually, at the very least, be able to get... Oh, no. This is going to trail through, isn't it? It's going to go through. It's going to go through. We're losing lives. Flare balloons, restart this entire scenario. This is not the perfect optimal run, okay? No, I'm not going to do that. Sell the second one to get the banana plantation, and what are we going to be doing from here on out? I do want some more defenses, but at the same time we're going to be losing out on potential farming potential if we're going to do that. I'm going to put down a... No, we're going to go up to crossbow first, and then we're going to do that. Luckily we do have enhanced eyesight up and active, but I don't know. I don't like holding out on being able to get farms up and running as long as possible just so that we can actually get through these rounds. It's so annoying. It's a key balancing issue here. This boomerang is going to serve as our lead popper, but also on tier 4 we need the glaive dominus. Tier 3, tier 4. Speaking of lead balloons, you're going down. Also one of the cheapest ways to be able to pop lead balloons as well, by getting a red hot rangs. Sometimes I completely forget about the fact that I do need to put more farms down. Thank you very much. My fault, I know, but still. Crossbow coming through on this camo only round. Get 2 202s and then sell one of the other ones for... Get as soon as the round starts. So there we go. I knew we was going to miss out on a huge amount there, aside to another 20 buckaroonies. Speaking of buckaroonies, if we can place one down, Press H, not one of the other buttons. Place down yet another farm. Gonna get this one up also to a 202. Come on now. Banana salvage, you've been increased in price recently, but then again you also do get more sell value, so it's in a way a buff but also a nerf. I prefer rather to call it a nerf for goodness sakes, because its ceiling is a bit higher to get to. Okay, we're gonna start going through unless we actually increase our defenses again, which I don't want to do. I want to continue getting farms. That's why I selected this map in particular, so I don't have to worry about defense a huge amount, but at the same time I still do need to worry about them. This is why I prefer double cash mode, because I don't feel so stripped of my financial options. Geraldo's very close to level 9, which we can access the fertilizer item. We're very close to getting the BRF up and running, so once we have the BRF, we should be able to get the fertilizer, put the fertilizer on the BRF. I mean, it's self-explanatory. That's why Geraldo is the better hero out of him and Ben. Ben's better for early game, but Geraldo's better for early, mid, and late game. I know that doesn't make any sense. Fertilizer, when are you going to appear? Nah, we're going to hold on. But we do need our ninja up and running because, well, that is the Paragon which we're going after today. And we need to get that damage done as soon as we possibly can, just so that we can get the damage requirement getting up when it comes to the Paragon shenanigans. Okay, sticky bomb up and running, but we need to think about the 402 boomerang next because of the fact that, well, we're going to have a lot of sludge spewing out of this Bloonarius at some point. You're going to be put on first, actually, so that you target the most threatening of them. Oh my god, they're coming back round. Yellow balloons are very threatening, by the way, if you've not watched a video of mine on the channel. You need a second sticky bomb because this one's out of range, although this is the place where I do want to have our Paragon, just so that it has like access to the early parts of the map, the mid parts of the map, and the late parts of the map. Flash bomb, need another old sticky bomb up and running if I can. Oh, Geraldo's over there. I'm so tired, and it's honestly really warm at the moment in the UK. And I know for a lot of you thinking like the mid-20s is not hot at all. It is for us, okay, and it's a muggy heat, not just a raw heat. It's muggy and raw. More of these toxic balloons trying to make their way to the exit. No thank you. Also, now that our setup for tier 1 is complete, let us now think about some more farms to place down. Oh my god, this is actually quite a lot of them. Not enough though. Let's see. Long life farm. Gonna place that down. I'm actually gonna place down a sorry, not a merchant man. We're going to have ourselves a favorite trades, and any sacrificial farms in which we're going to have are actually going to be placed near the favorite trade so that we can get more sellback value for them. Though could have done that earlier with the other ones, but not really worth it, to be honest. Oh my god, okay, okay, balloons are coming through, We've lost 8 lives for our mana shield. That's no good. There we go, favorite trades is up and running. I don't like this whatsoever. I don't like single cash boss scenarios. I feel so tight on money, for goodness sakes. People say that there's not really much of a difference. Well, I'm finding out that there is. And this is on one of the easiest maps in the entire game, so that's just me personally. Sell that. No, sell it. Oh, gosh. I pressed the wrong button. I didn't end up selling it in time. Sometimes a misclick can cost you thousands of monies to be produced. Just like in real life, a single misclick may cause you thousands of monies in the business that you work in. At some point, we will get our money back for the favorite trade, but in this scenario, not really. Is this close enough to this farm over here, or do we require a village to extend its range? I feel like the answer is definitely going to be we need the village to extend its range. Round 59. What's going to be our approach for tier 2? Well, we are going to get some of this back by selling this and... Gonna be very absurd, I know, but the Grandmaster Ninja. I know. Very, very exotic. This is going to essentially not replace this, but it's going to act as like a second more glaives when it comes to all of the ceramics that'll spawn out. But we've also got BFBs to contest to as well.
Welcome back.
Alright, let's begin. Let's begin this grand adventure against this. Sometimes I feel like the sell button just doesn't work. I do want the Master Bomber, but then when we get the Master Bomber, I'm going to think about orbiting the Master Bomber and the Grandmaster Ninja with some Shinobi tactics to increase their attack speed and pierce. And the pierce on the Grandmaster Ninja is going to be very nice, because at the moment we've only got sharpening stones in order to increase its pierce. If only if we could increase its damage as well, but no, Ninja Kiwi decides that increased damage on sharp projectiles is a very bad thing to do. Oh, these are starting to get overwhelming. We need that Master Bomber up as soon as possible, please. Can we do this? There we go, there's the Master Bomber. Now we're going to think about some Shinobi tactics orbiting around these two particular ninjas. Okay, do that to those, get that fertilizer, keep that fertilizer up and running. Gonna put more Shinobi tactics, and then even more, and then more, and another one, and another one, and you get the drill. Oh my god, we've got a lot of balloons to contest with. I don't know why, but it feels like round 63 with all of the balloons we're going up against. But that's just the game. I almost forgot we don't even have an overclock up and running, which we actually desperately need to just to be able to increase the production rate of a particular farm, which is desperately needed right about now. I've forgotten like the best way to actually farm is like you get BRF and then you get an overclock rather than another BRF, but I'm not about the absolute optimized metagame, okay? Yeah, these ninjas are doing very well now. They're both at times 12 Shinobi tactics. I would like to give them both to times 20, but because of where I place them, I feel like we need some chocolate plantations in order to actually hold them afloat. What do I mean by chocolate plantations? These platoons, but I've got the chocolate skin on them. Okay, 18k left, 15k left when it comes to... Oh my god, that's so many balloons, but that's why we have the Grandmaster Ninja there. And there we go. Tier 2 is done and dusted, baby. Is this either Australia or the New Zealand flag? I'll give you a clue. Australia has more stars, but white stars. New Zealand has fewer stars, and their stars are red. A good indicator there. Gonna get our Monkeyopolis set up now because I guess we need to get the ball rolling with this money situation here. And we're gonna be able to have ourselves the Apex Plasma Master, obviously with the fact that we have now also just straight up get Monkey City on your second one, just so that you're able to get that money even more rolling in with your Monkeyopolis, because if you didn't know, getting a second Monkey City by your Monkeyopolis means that it has an increased amount of value which it can produce. Also going to place you on there and going to place you on there. Thank you. Now I might be stupid here, sorry. But let's try and delay the Apex Plasma Master's arrival for as late as possible. And we're going to get ourselves a Banana Central first. First goal coming up. Can we defend against this horde of balloons over here? Gonna get you up and running, Ultra Juggernaut. Then we're gonna need the Plasma Monkey Fan Club. And once we get that, then we've got to save 150,000 for the beloved Apex Plasma Master. But we just still need the money first, but that's the thing. We're playing a very risky game here, but it's a risk I am willing to make. Yeah, long term, this is going to pay off. Level 23, I'm perfectly happy with that, to be honest. Going to actually focus on my farms now, because I need to get that restored as early as possible. But I've got something else in mind in which I'm thinking of getting first, to get the production of this up even more, and it has a 100% uptime when it comes to Ultra Boost being applied. put that back on there as soon as we are able to do so, like that. Geraldo is now at level 20, which means that we can put more fertilizers up and running over here, although I will save one of them just in case our Banana Central runs out of fertilization energy. Yes, imagine saying that out loud to a group of friends. Fertilization energy. Yeah, the Apex is really helping out here on tier 3. On tier 4, we're going to rely on both the Apex Plasma Master along with a Glaive Dominus as well. We really need some weak Paragons up and running in order to strengthen our position here, just so that we can actually get through the rounds. But then after tier 4 has been defeated, we're going to sell our 2 Paragons. And then from there, we're just going to solely rely on our ninjas to be able to get through the remaining rounds. So that is tier 3 defeated. It's a good thing we've got a Grand Sabo sooner rather than later. I've actually completely forgotten about the fact that this thing does get a surprising amount of pops as long as his ability is active and Moabs continue to spawn from the beginning of the track. What does round 95 bring? A bunch of DDTs? You think you can get through my Grandmaster Ninja? Your dear DDTs are you're sorely mistaken. And look at the speed in which the Master Bomber is throwing his bombs out. With all of the Shinobi tactics right by it, and also the fact that we have sometimes Homeland Defense up and running. Just look at the speed of it going. We've even got the financial situation in order to place down our rare Quincy action figure again, which will definitely be a financial benefit for us. Question mark. Okay, tier 4. We haven't got the money just yet for... We do now. For a Glaive Dominus. Okay, level 3. Okay, I was expecting level 1. A minute power increase, but every time it reaches another 10th level, that's when the power actually increase. Oh, I missed out a round there of a totem. Should I start this scenario again? Press 1 for yes or press 2 for continue. I'm going to press 2 because I'm not going to try and do this again. Our battle now focuses in on getting as many Paragon power totems as we physically possibly can. Because with all of the normal requirements at hand, our Paragons can only ever go up to the maximum level of 91, sorry. But then with Paragon Power Totems, you can increase it to 100. Yeah, this Glaive Dominus was exactly what we needed. Although the only negative thing is the fact that we are essentially taking away pops from our ninjas here because of these Paragons. But these Paragons are needed just so that we can actually get through these tiers. For me, it's TEARS, which is the tiers in which this challenge is causing. Although this is very fun nonetheless. I can kind of do boss scenarios, but you have to put them on the easiest maps in order for me to actually be able to, you know, do them. And also for the fact that they can't have stupid requirements like 400% boss speed with an Elite Vortex or 600% boss health increase for your boy Lich. There we go, that's tier 4 down, which means now we're going to sell those 2 Paragons and we're going to contribute absolutely everything towards these ninjas. We do have our tier requirement down, but when it comes to the cost of all non-tier 5 towers, that's another thing in and of itself. I still like to refer to the old method of producing Paragons just because that's the system that I know. But when it comes to the new system, it's a little bit more lenient, I think, but I'm still not totally 100% sure on what the requirements are exactly. I promise you this is a very good idea. An excellent idea indeed. By brewing our ninjas, we're going to have a little bit of an easier time when it comes to preparations for round 120 onwards. Let's move the brew about just so that we are able to buff all of our ninjas here. That's the point of the special preparations here, not for the Marines, which are a lot of people's favorite tower to use within a 2-tower chimp scenario, but also for being able to move about stuff without actually selling them, which is a very good thing in order to do. Also, I like to apply these upgrades to the tier 5 ninjas, because why not? We're not quite there yet with the Paragon power totem, so this is going to be the toughest tier which we need to go up against. And it literally is just essentially getting even more pops with these, and then being able to get more Paragon power totems as the rounds progress. Homeland defense is helping. Obviously, all of these fire brews are going to be helping hard. Sorry. Oh my god, the game is literally lagging. I think it's because of all of these, oh god. I think it's all of these caltrops in which we're spawning. But I prefer the bottom crossbar just so with a bit more range. I realise that when the Grand Saboteur's ability is active, then the range of all of the affected ninjas have increased. But we still got to compensate with the fact that sometimes these are not all at level 20 Shinobi stack. Although it does chuck out DDTs whenever you meet a certain amount of health that is being damaged by. I think it's every 500,000 in this case, possibly. Maybe I'm just hallucinating things. We want to get up to 30 Paragon power totems if we can. Or maybe it's another percentage which we need to watch out for in its march across the track. Also speed as well, which is why I've chosen Bloonarius. Bloonarius is one of the slower bosses alongside Dread Balloon. Things looking very dire here. We do have the money now in order to maximize our slider for the Ascended Shadow, but at the same time I'm not confident with the amount of totems that we have placed down. We need to try and max this out as much as we can. Try and save this for as late as possible throughout this run. I'm pretty sure there's like a way in order to get the Ascended Shadow degree level 100 before around 120, but in this scenario we are doing what we can. Okay, let's see, 28. We're gonna get to 29 at some point. Oh, this is looking really dry. Look at the amount of snowflakes being thrown. Again, this is probably nothing in comparison to the amount of snowflakes on the internet. Okay, we reached the 10% mark of this HP. Gonna get one more totem just to be safe. Just to be confident. Hopefully we can get through this next round, please. No. Come on now. You know you can do it. You know you want to do it. You know you want to give me another little totem. There we go. Okay, can we do this? Have we got it in the bag? Oh, I thought the game was going to crash there. We have level 100. We have it online. But now we want to do our supporting cast of towers. So Blue Storm, we're going to have ourselves a cripple. I was going to call it a cripple prime there. The cripple Moab, and also we're going to have ourselves the brittlements and stuff all across the battlefield. No, not you there. Going to place you over here. Going to be placing another one over here. We don't know all this, by the way. We're still all of these farms here. Just to let you all be aware here. These farms are still active and still churning out moolah. Going to be placing you up there. Hopefully try and get the abridgment up and running on every single part of the track as much as we can. Obviously, Super Brittle is going to be there for every single time in which the Bloonarius is going to be there. But the health is starting to go down now, honestly. Look at the damage. Why you see me? Well, you've got this green smoke around you, that's why. And the talismans are orbiting around you. They are not bombs, they are talismans. And they are going to cause you massive curses. And those curses are huge damage. Okay, we've only got 7 rounds left. I'm hoping that the Ascended Shadow just really targets the Bloonarius along with all of its underlings that spawns out. My god, the 4 or 5. Yeah, we may need to cover our exits here with some spikes, honestly. So I'm going to place down a Super Mines and a Perma Spike at the very back of the map here, just so that we've got our exits covered here. I don't want any lingering balloons trying to escape here. Okay, 5 rounds left. The last 8 million of its HP. Things are going very well at the moment. Can it do it? Can the Ascended Shadow at degree level 100 take down Bloonarius? Things are looking very positive here. I mean, obviously it's not entirely solo, but this is just generally so that our backs are covered here. Things are looking so close at the moment. Can we do it? Go on a set of shadow. 56 million pops. And we are there. I forgot to sell our super brittle down here, but that is absolutely okay. I'm sure there have been much worse attempts at this scenario. Yeah, we definitely need Apex Plasma Master for both Tier 3 and Tier 4, and Glaive for Tier 4, but that is it, folks. That is a degree level 100 up against Bloonarius Elite. As we can tell, 57 million degree level 100. Honestly, I feel like this is the only Paragon I could really financially and realistically go towards. Like, I'm not happy with the idea of trying to do like Magus Perfectus, and definitely not going to try and do the Goliath Doom Ship, trying to get all the way to degree level 100 without using double cash, honestly. Thank you all so much for watching, everyone. This has been a little bit of a different video. Thank you all so much for being here with me on this fantastic journey so far, and let me know what other kind of videos you'd like to see me do in the future. No, there's no such thing as a super brittle Grandmaster Ninja 2-tower chimps. It doesn't exist, okay? Think about the fact that sharp projectiles can't go through frozen balloons. Thank you all so much for watching, everyone, and take care of yourselves.